What's going on, guys? Dr. J here. Going to be going over a comprehensive shoulder program that I would give to a lot of my clients. Everybody's going to be very individualized, so by no means is this a perfect program, but it's going to be giving you some perspective on what has worked for a lot of my clients. So first thing I want to go over is just passive mobility. Now, passive mobility is where you're not actively moving the shoulder, but you're using an object to actually get more shoulder mobility. And you're getting a lot of other things to move, such as your neck as well as your upper back. So we have a countertop here. Many people have countertops at home. So one thing you can start off with is just putting your hand on the counter, and you just move back, and you actually just rock back, and feel a little stretch throughout your shoulder as well as your upper back. If that's a little bit too uncomfortable, you can actually put more of your forearm against it so there's more support. And then just don't step back as far, and then you can actually just move this way as well. Okay, so what I would progress to is also using the wall. So a wall is a great way where we can actually put our hands here, step away from the wall. You want to actively kind of push into the wall, give it a little bit of active movement, and then you want to passively rock back. Okay, and that's another variation of the same exercise that we just did. It's just a little bit more active and it's less support, so it's going to be making your shoulder work harder. But if any of that's uncomfortable, you can actually just use a couch or a chair as well. So just kneel down, get up onto your toes, support your arms, and just rock back. And then try to push your sternum, push your chest bone towards the floor. Get a nice stretch for your chest. Open up your chest, open up your shoulder joint. And there'll be some of the variations as far as passive mobility. Now, some of the things we also want to go over is strengthening the shoulders. So I'm grabbing that band right there. And so what we'll do here is just a couple variations with the band as well. So what we can do is we put our foot as the anchor point, and one thing we can do is just general raises. I think a lot of people get this kind of twisted, that they think that they need to do a lot of complex movements for their shoulders, when realistically front raises as well as shoulder raises, any sort of raise in a multi-directional fashion can really enhance your shoulder strength and really decrease shoulder pain instantly. So don't make your shoulder exercises too complicated, just making sure that you're staying consistent with your exercises. So you can go as far as also doing things like external rotation, right? Or also doing external rotation in this fashion as well, right? So regardless, you want to work your shoulder joint, which is this ball and socket, in a multi-directional way. So front raises, different types of angles, you want to hit them in all directions, especially the areas that do hurt. If you hurt in this position, you actually want to aim for going through that position. You want to aim for actually getting yourself stronger in that position in order to decrease pain. Last thing that we'll actually go over is closed chain stability. So closed chain is where the hands are on the floor. Now you're thinking things like push-ups, planks, and people don't perceive this as a shoulder strengthening exercises, but realistically, just putting weight axially directly through the shoulder joint really enhances the way that it feels. So if you ever felt like your shoulder's unstable in any way, these would be perfect for you. So as easy as just getting into a plank position would work. Now what we can add is, you can actually add side-to-side movements, putting weight through the painful shoulder. You can rock forward and back. Just be mindful though that it is putting more pressure through your wrist joint. And you can actually, for a split second, just rock onto one hand, come back, rock there, rock back. And if this, let's say, is the shoulder that you want to work, you can actually just stay in that position for a unilateral plank, or get onto your elbows as well. Okay? Now if you wanted to work in one last way, a side plank would also be a good alternative to actually work your side obliques as well as to work some of the scapular muscles that are important for stabilizing your shoulder. Alright? So hopefully this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, just throw them into the comments below. But hopefully you guys have a great day. Take care.